Happy birthday to me! So I came into a little bit of extra money recently, so I decided I might pamper myself with this lovely Sakura Wars Edition Dreamcast system. I bought this thing pretty much sight unseen, but I bought it directly from a Japanese retailer, Sudagaya. They have a pretty good track record of shipping me high quality things. For instance, I've bought some of the old Sakura Wars drama CDs that I assumed were used, and all of them were still new, totally shrink wrapped. I've also bought games from them that came in pretty pristine condition, and so I decided I might roll the dice here on this Dreamcast system. There are some risks going into it. The system might be yellowed. That does happen to a lot of Dreamcast systems over time, especially if it's been exposed to tobacco smoke or sunlight for a long time. If it's been kept in this box, and this box is in pretty damn good condition. If you look here, you can see it's been a little bent. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but that might have happened in transit. But otherwise, this box is in pretty pristine shape. I'm just gonna hope for the best. Let's just pop it open, flip the tab, open it up all nice and gentle like, flip it back over, and peel it back. We have a layer of cardboard, and under that, already a very promising start. Yeah, these are totally shrink-wrapped still. Completely unopened. Dream Passport, that's the web browser disc for the Dreamcast. And this is a Sakura Wars themed one. I don't think I've ever even seen what this looks like, but I assume it's not too dissimilar to how the in-game browser in Sakura Wars 3 looks, very pink. But, yeah, there's no screenshots or anything on the back. But yeah, and then the other bit of software here is the Sakura Wars Kinematron Hanagumi Mail email client. This one right here is basically what it says on the tin. It's just an email client. You could just send emails to each other with fancy Sakura Wars stationery, like you can see right here. There's a little Sakura icon, the big little piece of stationery. Only other people who had this disc could see all the extra effects and bells and whistles you added to it. And if you sent emails to anybody else, they just look like normal emails. The Dreamcast has been offline for a while, but I wonder if this could still connect to any modern POP servers for all the major email services. It's something I might experiment with. I actually already have a copy of this because there's the one disc copy as seen here, the thin case, and then there was a second version of this, which is the one I have already, that came with a bonus disc, and I believe it is actually this same bonus disc right here. It's the Sakura Wars 3 movie disc, and this, I believe, is just stuff like the world premiere trailer, some extra behind-the-scenes interviews and things, just a hype disc for Sakura Wars 3, because that was still new at the time, because I believe this Dreamcast system came out around the same time as Sakura Wars, 1 or 2, one of those ports. I'd have to check and be sure. Other than that, we've got this swanky VMU, still wrapped in plastic, and it even has the tab in the back still. Let's take it out. Yeah, this is a pristine little piece of kit, not a single scratch on the screen, nary a blemish. So already this gives me high hopes for the system itself once we get to it. Very nice. I'm just gonna put this nice and carefully back in its little VMU condom here. And now with that done, let's just lift this out nice and careful like. Oh shit! Alright, and so what do we got here? We got some inserts. Let's see. Oh! Still taped. Completely unopened. I'm going to upset a lot of collectors with this, but let's pop the seal real quick, because I saw a pretty thick booklet in there. Alrighty, what do we got here? This is the Dream Passport 3 guidebook. Oh, lots of pretty screenshot. Oh yeah, this is pink as hell, alright. Good golly. It's about what you'd expect looking at it. I mean, what else is there to say? It's a Dreamcast browser. Although, hold the phone. Okay, yeah, this is just explaining how to play online games like Guru Guru Onsen, because I saw those Freakazoid creative characters. Those are the same Freakazoid creative characters in Sakura Wars Online. So for a second there, I thought that was gonna be in this, but apparently not. Dreams are made to be broken, I guess. Putting that shit away. Sealing it shut. I think everybody here knows how to use a Dreamcast. But this is more interesting to me. Big, fold-out little comic thing explaining how to use the point reward program they got here. This is nice and fun. And, oh, okay, so it's just one-sided. But nevertheless, yeah, this is basically like sort of like a Club Nintendo sort of thing. Register all your games and shit, get points, redeem your points for goodies. I want that little Morolian dude. And then we got this little thing. It's just a guide to connecting your Dreamcast to the internet, which you can technically still do if you have a Raspberry Pi or a server installed on a VMU on your PC. You can still hook up to fan servers on a real Dreamcast, play stuff like Phantasy Star Online, get your Sonic Adventure DLC, what have you. But, unfortunately, I have checked, Sakura Wars Online is not one of the supported games. Alas. Alright, and already I can see little bits of the console poking out. It doesn't look like it has suffered any yellowing, but we're gonna find out later. Gonna save the best for last, and for now, we're gonna look at the controller. Okay, the controller box is a little banged up, so I think this may have actually seen some use once upon a time. Let's take a peek here. Alrighty. If so, then whoever... Actually, no, yeah, not even. See, there's no obvious signs of retwisting the twist tie. And for the controller itself, not a single blemish, pristine as the day it was manufactured, and no yellowing. Good sign. And that Hall effect stick. Ooh yeah. This shit will never drift on you. Alright, so, finally, the time has come. I'm gonna rip this band-aid off. Look at it. Beautiful. No signs of yellowing whatsoever. The decal hasn't peeled at all. It's perfect. It's absolutely pristine. The thing with the Sakura Wars Dreamcast is that you can't get it ODE modded very easily. It's a different board revision that's not supported by current ODEs, but there are some models of this. I think they might be like some of the very early releases of this or something. I'm not exactly sure where the distinction comes from, but some of them do have the earlier board revision, but if you wanted to buy this with the intention of installing an ODE, that's a pretty big gamble, because this thing is pretty pricey. Again, I only bought this because I had a little bit of extra spending money, and I wanted to pamper myself for my birthday. Oh yeah, even the little pads inside, completely untouched. Yeah, this thing I don't think has ever seen the sun. I think whoever bought this just shoved it in a closet, kept it in the back of a warehouse or something, even though I do question why the box for the controller is kind of banged up, but whatever. The part that matters is the system itself, and it is beautiful. Alright, and let's put this baby back in its little protective plastic sleeve for now, because once we have opened Pandora's box, this shit is gonna start yellowing now. That's just the way these old plastics go. So, by exposing it to the air and natural light of any kind, I have already ruined its value. This thing is not long for this world anymore, but consoles are meant to be played, and I will be playing this one. Up until now, I only ever had a US Dreamcast, so if I want to play any imports, I had to use a boot disc. So already having this is perfect for my imports, and I could always get an ODE, but you could always shut up. So yeah, that about does it for this unboxing. Real quick, I do want to apologize for how long it's been since my last video. As of this recording, it's been almost a year since I put out my last full, proper video. You know, a video that wasn't a stream archive or a trailer for a fan translation. I've been spinning a lot of plates, working on a lot of different projects. I've burnt myself out a couple times here and there. Rest assured, I have made some good progress on the Sakura Wars 3 video. I am a huge chunk of the way through. It is a beefier video than anything I've posted yet. I don't want to make any promises I can't keep, but it is coming. I haven't abandoned it. Thank you so much for your patience, for subscribing and staying subscribed while I bash this thing out. I know an unboxing video isn't exactly what you're subscribed to this channel for, but I hope it kept you entertained, and I hope it helped fill the void.